Today I just wanted to do just this quick video about my tripod that I use for wildlife photography. I've had quite a few questions about it, about mainly pretty much what I use and why such a big head on top of the tripod. Now the tripod I use is the Manfrotto 190 Go. It's just an aluminium tripod. It did have a center column for height adjustment, but I found that to get in the way when I was trying to get low down to the ground. Now, it is the tripod I used to use when I did more kind of waterfalls and landscape photography. And I was tempted to buy a separate tripod for wildlife photography, and I would love a carbon fibre Gitzo or something, but this is more on a budget, you know, on a tight budget. And I have used this tripod now for 7 years, and I have had to replace a couple of the liner collets inside the adjustable legs, but they were like £5 for a set, so that's neither here nor there. As long as you take them out and clean them and get all the sand out and just service any parts that you can service, replace any parts that need replacing. The video head that I have bought for it is the Manfrotto's MVH502AH. There are a couple of variations of it. One of them has a ball type head for as a leveling plate. I haven't found that particularly necessary. Again, because you've got the handle down underneath, it gets in the way of this being able to lay flat. So like I said, it did have a center column, which I cut down. I cut it off, and I just I cut the whole of the stem off flush, and I've put a little rubber grommet in there and touched up with paint the base of this, which is a big red piece. So it's all been cut flush. So what this means now is that it's very quick and simple to get down on several levels. Must admit, I do need to grease those again. Right, but it will lay completely flat and flush. Let me move my coffee. So yeah, this allows it to get completely flat down to the ground, pretty much. Like I said, this is the MVH502 video head. It's their kind of heavy duty professional one, and I prefer it because there is another one called the MVH500, which is their lighter duty. But when you think by the time you've got with the EOS R and the battery grip, and then the 150 to 500 Sigma lens, which is not the lightest lens in the world, I appreciate the big, heavy, strong fluid head. Obviously it has adjustments for the tension with its tilt and its horizontal movements. I've had this head for 3 years, and even in the coldest of temperatures, where it gets a little bit sticky, and I guess that's just the oil getting cold, it just means loosening off the tension to give it some good movement. I have not had a day's trouble with this head. Now, they aren't the cheapest head, and I was trying to do this on a cheap budget. There are a couple of the fluid heads on eBay currently. There's one there for 130 and one for up to 105 with a few days left. Like I said, they're not the cheapest. They're probably one of the more dearer ones out there, but it really is tough as nails. I broke a couple of cheap heads previously, and then I bought mine brand new from Amazon, and then I've just had a bit of a bit of a spray session where I've just kind of done a camouflage spray print on it, as I have done with the silencing ring. This was like a metallic red and I just didn't want that as a colour. And then I've just wrapped the legs with some camouflage tape, some foam from a £5 Army Surplus camping mat, and then wrap that in the stretchy kind of bondage tape. And again, the tape's like £3 a roll, so inexpensive. The other thing I've added recently is more to do with when I'm in the hide and I'm using my GoPro for vlogging. I wanted to be able to have the GoPro close to hand. I wanted to be able to video myself with the GoPro on there, and up to now I'd had my second tripod in there facing me, or I've been resting it on my bag. And this arm is made by a company called SmallRig, very popular make that's used for a lot of videographers that have the kind of cages around their cameras, etc. Now this one's an 11-inch arm. This is the SmallRig Magic Arm 11-inch 2066, and you've got two small ball heads on both ends, one locking mechanism, and the bizarre thing is that when you turn that dial it locks the ends as well, and this is so strong it can pick up the whole tripod. I can't quite work out how it locks the ball ends, but I have been at the moment very impressed with it. Haven't used it for the vlogging yet, but it is completely adjustable, so I think that that's going to be a proper winner with my GoPro on. Doesn't get in the way of the video head. So again, another bonus. The Manfrotto 190 Go I did buy new, but I've seen them go on eBay for as little as £45–50. So there you have it. That's 190 Go and NVH 502. So there we go. That's my tripod setup for my wildlife photography. I hope this has been informative to show that you don't have to spend an absolute fortune to get something that's damn tough and robust. Like I said, I've had the tripod for 7 years, video head for about 3 years, and it has been everywhere and used on everything. The padding helps for my shoulders when I'm carrying it. I know it's not the lightest of tripods. It weighs a little bit more than I'd like it to. Needs must sometimes, and it's just solid. Well, I hope this has been informative. If you haven't subscribed and you'd like to, that would be great. It helps the channel grow. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments down below. And if you'd like to know when my next video is out, click on the notifications and that will let you know the day it comes out. So until next time, appreciate you watching. Bye for now. If you want to know more about me or see some of my images, you'll find me on haydenthomasphotography.co.uk. You'll also find me on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter.